Bruh. A bruh. A bruh. What is going on, everybody? TRESHO9 folks. What is the deal? It is a Thursday, whatever that means. It's 9:08, October the 8th, 2020, whatever that means. We're here. Um, I'm live. I'm also recording. And it's an interesting day. It is. My kids are up right now and they won't go to sleep. But the mood that I'm in is cool, calm, and collected. And I have to put myself in that state because if I don't, things can get a little bit challenging, or I can get upset or start yelling and start saying some stuff that I don't really want to say. Um, so, yeah, so that's where we're at right now. But feeling good, feeling great. Um, Thursdays seem to be the best day to record. I mean, any day is really good to record. It's just a matter of when my beautifuls go to sleep that I can record. So you're gonna probably hear some chitter chatter in the background, and that is okay. But this Trade Show 9 show is entitled The Red Book. The reason being is I got my pen here, one of my favorite pens, and then I have a red book here. Um, you can use your imagination, and hopefully that you do. Hopefully that you, hopefully you do use your imagination. It is a journal, right? So it's a tool that I use to write stuff down. Obviously, right? That's what this is. Everybody knows that. The difference is what I write down inside is a little bit different than I think everybody else does. But who knows and who cares? Um, but I think these Trade Show 9 Red Book segments are going to be maybe video or something like that. And we'll see what that entails. I keep hitting my mic. My mic is interesting. This part right here is interesting today. Um, the word of the day, the word of the hour right now, before we get started into the topic, is compersion. Compersion, Compersion. It is a noun. And hold on one second. All right. Lost my cool there for a second. Um, yeah, he is. I don't know what the heck is going on. Um, I mean, kids are their vibe. We lose that vibe because we're so distracted. Um, but it's when you know children are also egocentric. I mean, and some people don't lose that either. You know, their ego gets in their way. They don't lose it. and then it's all about them. Um, yeah. So compersion is the word of the hour right now. It's a challenging word actually, um, and I've experienced it. I've experienced it through some challenges, and then out of those challenges, I've experienced compersion. Um, and yeah, it's a noun. The state of being happy for another person's happiness. Compersion sounds very simple. Sounds very easy. It sounds like, oh, I can do that. The state of being happy for another person's happiness. Like I do that all the time, right? My friends get a job, or they get a raise, or they go to on a trip, like a vacation. They get a new car, they get a new phone, they get a new whatever it is, whatever it is that they're sharing with you. You're having compersion. You are the state of being happy for another person's happiness, based upon their happiness. So they're happy about whatever they're happy about, and you're happy that they're happy. And it happens that there's a thing called conditioning that happens to all of us. Um, and if you recognize it and understand conditioning, you can get out of that, because you'll put in the work, you'll put in the necessary work to get out of conditioning. But it's not easy. It is very challenging. Compersion is not an easy task, because if you had the scenario of, would you be happy with your significant other, let's say your girlfriend or your boyfriend, would you be happy with them, when they are with somebody else? So are you super duper excited when they're hanging out with their boys or their girls or whoever it may be, whatever the case may be? Are you super duper happy about that? Does that make you happy? Let's say you're at a party and your man or your woman, um, they are talking with somebody. They're talking with somebody that is attractive, and they look like they're having a good time. And maybe that you guys had gotten into a fight before, right? Maybe that same hour before the party, you know. Would you be happy then? Would you be happy that they're happy at that moment? They're like, "Oh, wow, they're happy now." Okay. Or would you put it into yourself and and then basically go, well, I want to make them happy. I want to be the reason why they're happy. Um, and that's not always the case. That is not always the case. I find that these types of things make me happy. Being able to start my podcast, I've been trying to before. I mean, I don't try anymore because I do it on a regular basis. But before that, a year ago or 2 years ago, it was it was basically trying to pull teeth, And now that I was gonna say inconsistent. Now that I'm inconsistency, now that I'm consistent with it, it brings me so much joy. Like I never thought that I would enjoy something like this. I wonder if I can share my screen. I'll just share it with you. I'm gonna try this here. Boom. So there you go. All right, so that's the definition right here, right? And this is the example right here. You can go ahead and read that on your own, but it is something that I want to get really good at, something I want to be really dope at, because I think it's a dope. I think it's very different, and I just found this. I just found this way of being, and I'm like, wow, that's challenging. That's not easy at all. Let's do that. Let's do the hard thing. The hard thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn, baby. I'm from Brooklyn. All right. You want to do the hard thing, huh? Let's do it, huh? What's going on, huh? But anyway, what I don't know what I'm talking about. While I'm talking in a Brooklyn accent, sometimes it comes out. All the different styles of voices and stuff. The different what do you call those things? Um, people, I don't know. Anyway, the red book. What's in the red book? The red book is here to my right, maybe to your left. You know what I'm saying? And I wrote some stuff down in my red book. But that was one of the things is compersion, and it's something that I want to work on. Let's see here. What else is in this red book here? Um, it brings me great joy to see and watch my love happy and safe with others. And then the question is, can one person meet all of your needs? So I posed that question to you. I posed that question to you. Can one person meet all of your needs? Now, I want you to answer that honestly. Can one person meet all of my needs? For me, no. Um, I love variety. I wrote that down too. Um, I love a mix. I love a variety. I'm a DJ. I like to mix it up. Um, and if you think about it, what is it? What is that really? What is that really? Right? Um, I have needs like I have guy needs. I love guy talk, getting together and talking about whatever we talk about. Um, I love talking about the stars. I love talking about the planets. I love talking about things that may exist, right? But we don't really know they exist. Maybe they exist, but we don't know that they exist, and we're talking about them as if they don't exist. Um, I like to go deep. I like to go real deep, and I like to be um, with people that are going to ignite me, right? And I want to ignite them. I want to inspire them. I don't want them to inspire me. I live my life very curious. I live my life with curiosity, um, and I'm willing to die for it. You know, curiosity killed the cat. I'm for sure. Let's do it. It, it it's my adventure. You know, you get on these dating apps and you look on social media and you look at just in general people speaking and they're like, I want adventure. And adventure to somebody is buying $1,000 ticket or a $200 plane ticket and then going to Cabo or going somewhere, and that's their adventure, you know, zip lining and falling out of an airplane. That's their adventure. And I think all those things are amazing and great. Um, but I live in constant adventure. It's constant because I don't necessarily know what's going to happen because I put myself in a position. I put myself in a position to be challenged all the time, all the time, all the time. And it, yes, I do say like, why did I do that? Why did I put myself in that position? But I usually, not even usually, but I learn. I learn so much. I learn so much, and it I don't know. It just it's a drug. It's my adrenaline. You know, people run, people dive off of tall buildings and jump off of rocks, and that's their adrenaline rush. They get this adrenaline rush, and it makes them feel good. You know, I think that's great for them. Everybody's different in that regard. So, um, you know, the needs that I have, you have to identify those needs first, right? I mean, I had to identify the needs. What are my needs? Um, I like the beach. I need um, Yeah. So yeah, you got to identify your needs. You got to find out what your needs are, and then yeah, um, yeah. I don't really want to talk about my needs. That doesn't make any sense. Um, I guess. Well, we'll talk about one need. Let's just say. Um, I need one of my biggest needs as a man, and I think that a lot of men may feel like this. They may not exactly express it. They may not express it, but this is a need of theirs for sure. And that is they need freedom. So they need freedom. They need respect, but they also need freedom. Freedom is a huge thing for men. Um, Ladies, if you have heard your man talk about freedom before, I talk about freedom all the time. Um, it's something that I need. This is what I need. I need to do this. I love to teach. I love to share. I love to tell stories. Um, Body movement. I like to do slackline. I like freedom in being able to balance on my slackline or being able to go to the park to do my slackline. Um, and that's a big thing. I think that's a good one. I'm gonna write that down. Hold up. Yeah. So I think a lot of guys need freedom. I think a lot of guys need to be able to be free and be themselves. And that's usually what happens when they're with their boys. Um, and you should also be free with your woman, with the person that you're with your man. I'm always going to speak from my side. So the woman, I enjoy women. Um, Very heterosexual. I'm proud of it. Um, for personally myself, yeah, I love. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, um, let's see here. I'm gonna do this.